Hey everyone, this is Jenny Garcia and this is a December daily process video. And I am mostly using products from my stash. I tried to pare it down to only a few items. That way it's easier for me to work instead of looking through all my items. And I showed a video of the items that I am currently using in my Patreon in one of the vlogs. But it's a lot of in a creative bubble and feed your craft, so that's mainly what I'm using. And this day, which I believe is the 12th, it was really simple. Every year we do like a silly photo shoot with my kids wearing the funny hats and glasses and all of that, very holiday related. And at first I thought that I was going to just put these 6x8 photos inside of a page protector, but it's like my album is really chunky, and I am trying to salvage any little space that I can use. And as dumb as it sounds, the page protector, it's an extra layer, if you will, even though it's not that thick. And the chances are that I'm going to add a lot of crap to it, like those little Santa hats that I'm definitely gonna use. I'm trying to use like as little as I can. I just can't help it. I always say this and I say I'm gonna keep it simple, and then I end up a layout and I'm like, okay, that was too much. But I think this one is one of the most simple ones. And I am loving the collages. I feel bad for not loving them from the beginning. They make everything a lot easier, and that's something that I'm gonna keep like trying to bring into my next December daily albums, maybe even Project Life. But it's just easier this way, and I'm just adding little gold stars that I made with a lawn fawn die. And to grab them, I'm using a quick pick tool from We're Makers. Now it's We're Makers. I wanted to keep like the date card very simple. I wanted to use this card, and since this day 12 is technically the last time I can use it, I can probably use it later too, but it just fit perfect here in my opinion. And I covered the painting that I have on my living room. It's not relevant to the photo, and I'm pretty sure it's in other photos. And there was a basket with some new props and ones that I've had years before. I don't think Charlotte should bring any more. We have so many every year, so I think we're good now, Charlotte. If you're watching my videos and hitting dislike, I'm sure it's her. But as always, I'm adding a little cluster with layering with some washi tape, a puffy sticker from Feed Your Craft. I'm using a lot of their puffy stickers from past holiday kits. I absolutely love them. They are not around anymore. I'm like thinking, what am I gonna do when I run completely out? Because in a creative bubble who designed a lot of the Feed Your Craft kits is still around, and she does still make holiday kits. However, there's something very satisfying about a puffy sticker. I can make die cuts every day and cards and stickers that are, just on sticker paper, but a puffy sticker is like, I don't know why. It's just way, in the sticker hierarchy, it's way better, if you ask me. And there was a big space on this photo, so I was thinking on the photo on top, and I was thinking first of adding the number there, even though I have the card, just to make it like more obvious. But then I moved it to the photo, below, and I'm gonna add a whole sentiment to that photo on top. And I'm using a lot of red and green, the usual colors, with a little bit of pink that it's always around in my layouts. But you know, when you use colors, you can use 40% red, 40% green, and then 10% pink and 10% white. So it's something that you can play with. And also depends on your photos. These photos have a lot of green. It was that obnoxious Christmas tree hat, and also the headband with the holly leaves. There was a lot of green. So even though sometimes it might be too much to add more green, in this case it worked, but I also used a lot of red. Here I'm doing more layering. And the sticker says moments with you, and the little phrase stickers are from Pretty Little Studio. And those are the ones that I'm using the most. I also, in 2021, I had the Pokemon calendar next to, like, it was in the living room, and we would open it and then put it in the little case again. So it's a good thing that makes like an appearance in the background. I don't have, usually I pick my favorites and I take pictures. I don't have that many of this year. But last year our calendar was a science one. It was so flipping cool. It had a lot of experiments, so I'm looking forward to see how am I gonna document that. I was thinking about doing a collage kind of like this one, and since I have planned to use an 10 by 8 album, I'm hoping that most of the items will fit. This photo is a little bit smaller than the photo behind it, so I just added this washi tape that is from Studio Calico. And these alphas are ancient, they're from Freckle Fawn, and I used them to write Merry Smiles. And they, at the bottom, they get attached to the photos real quick. However, washi tape is a strange surface, especially this one is kind of very smooth. So I had to use the Tombow Mono Multi-Liquid Glue after the project was done, and then I applied some pressure to it to make sure that the letters weren't going anywhere. And I tried to use the Tombow Mono Air Touch, but it's very difficult to use an adhesive runner with this kind of letters. It just wasn't sticking to the stickers that much, and at first I was like, it's gonna be fine probably, but when I took the photos I was like, no, I'm gonna add the glue and make sure that everything stays there. And I just added 3 little elements to the photos to create a visual triangle, and I'm gonna add these hats. I took off the foam adhesive it had in the back, and it was pretty flat except for the little pom-pom, but I don't mind. I think it looks so cute and it's so perfect for this photo, even though there's none of the photos have one of these hats. And this side is day 13 and 14. I decided to go with that card because it says let's get festive, like Charlotte had in her little board in her cupboard apartment. This is the new trend. Like tiny houses are out. If someone around you has a cupboard that you can move in, you can just put a little couch with your dog over there. All the elves are doing it. And the next day, it's another collage that I feel like I cut a little bit too much. I cut poor Peppermint's nose, but you can see his whole face in the bottom photo. And I love that photo on the top right because you can see my daughter, like, you have to like pay attention to see her unicorn hat. So cute. And then on the second one, it was mostly about her, but you could see the elf on the back. And Chappy Plants sent me these holiday card stickers, and I had a sports wagon in red, so I thought that this was so perfect for like our little elf road trip photos. And I wanted to use more, but I didn't want to cover too much of the elements of the collage, which is one of the drawbacks of using collages, is that you don't have enough space to journal. So it's good if you're trying to keep it very simple, if you're trying to finish faster, which is something that it's helping. But if you want to use a lot of embellishing in all the spreads that you make, then it might make it a little hard. But like I said in an interview I did with the Scrap Gals, well, with Tiffany last year, I believe, like, not every layout has to be an interactive wonderland. If you need to get it done, you need to like have a talk of, okay, how much can I compromise, because I keep stuff. I am an over embellisher, so I can't just put the number in this collage and be like, okay, I'm good with it. I need a little bit more. But do I need something in every single square? Probably not. But I almost did it anyways. And I wanted to add that hat to a number. Doesn't matter what number it was going to happen. And it was better like to add it to a rounded number. And I just wanted to put something on that left side, so that sticker from Figurecraft worked just fine. Those numbers are very old. I've had them for a few years. There's so many numbers. They are from Pink Paisley. And they're like, no, I think Pink Paisley is still around. But the numbers definitely are out. They're really old. And as always, I need to add something to the photo with the elf. So I'm gonna go with my go-to embellishment cluster, which, even though it's could be kind of repetitive, it is very repetitive, but I don't mind. It's really cute, and you know, it's a formula that always works for me. And my daughter had like a little note she wrote while she was in the car. I always have a zipper pouch with notebooks and pens and markers and everything. That way she doesn't get bored. Unless we're going for, you know, something 2 hours or more, then she can use the tablet or her Switch. But anything less than 2 hours, she can just draw or read. But she likes it though, so it's very easy for me. And I added one of those strips from Suggest Twist Kits to this photo, and on the back I'm gonna have to make a little layout with a photo from the next day. And here are the photos. I hope you enjoyed this process video. Wish me luck. Send me like December daily vibes so I can finish this project this month. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye.